350 degrees and spray your 2-quart casserole dish, a little small one, with the spray. In a large pan, heat olive oil, which is just about a tablespoon. So I'm gonna heat that up. I'm gonna get that kind of warming just a little bit while we start chopping some stuff up. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so we've got our squash in our skillet. Okay, with our onion. And you need to saute with a little bit of olive oil and a tablespoon of butter over medium heat. And you need to season it with some salt and pepper. And you're not supposed to overcook them. This is only supposed to be crisp tender, so about 10 minutes. So we're going to let that go. We're going to let that cook. And then we'll add the garlic right before we remove it. Let's get this stuff ready for the chickens. I'm going to put just a little bit more onion in there if I can survive it. Okay. So not a full onion close, but I mean, you know, if you like onion, you can probably put more in there. Okay, so you need to add the garlic to the squash and onion. Okay. And you can saute that for another minute. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to remove this from the heat, put it in my bowl here, and do the rest of the recipe in this bowl. Sorry for the noise. My big spoon. Okay. Alright. So the recipe calls for a cup of cheddar cheese and half a cup of parm. And we got to put both of those in here. Let's see. Remove the heat and add the cheddar cheese, the Parmesan cheese, sour cream, and half of the crushed crackers. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. I didn't have that much Parmesan. I thought I had more. So all I've got is about a quarter of a cup. So I'm just going to try to make up for it with the cheddar. So we need a cup and a half of the cheddar. I'll put just a pinch more, just for good measure. And I always like to kind of stir this together first before we put anything else in there, just to make sure everything's good and coated. Put just a little bit more cheese because I may have had too many squash. Okay. And now we need to do a half a cup of sour cream. And I'm not ready, as always. So let me get that ready. And I'm going to do kind of a heaping thing of sour cream. I've never put sour cream in it before, so this will be fun to see what this tastes like. Okay. So we got that. Let's stir that together, because if we don't, we put crackers in, the crackers are going to stick to the sour cream, and the sour cream's not everywhere. Okay. Now, 1 sleeve of Ritz crackers, and she says to put half of them crushed into the mixture. So that's what I want to do. A little bit more pepper in there. Now would be the time to do your seasoning. Do you think it needs more? Okay. Now, let's go ahead and get this in our pan. And I had already tested the pan to see if this was all going to fit. It already smells good. I haven't even cooked it yet. Okay. All right. Now, the next thing we need to do is take the other 2 tablespoons of butter and melt those. Mix those with the rest of the crushed crackers and put that on top. I'll be back in just a second. Okay, so the rest of our crackers that were in the sleeve, we'll crush those. 2 tablespoons of butter. Not sure how this is going to go. Usually I do not do this when I have to put butter and Ritz on top of something. But I'm gonna try to mine this time. Y'all know how I try to go my own way. Little bit of rebellion there. All right. Okay. So we're going to sprinkle this on top. Now all you have to do is cover it and bake it for 20 minutes until it's hot and bubbly and the cheese is all melted. Should be perfect. Okay, so it's out of the oven. It looks delish. I'm sure it's going to be good because it smells fantastic. We may have a winner. See you next time.